This is the weekend edition, and things are looking quite bearish on this Sunday evening. My name's Des here at Grok Trade, and this is the weekend edition good through June 28th, 2015. And we have a lot of turmoil taking place in Greece that's just absolutely sending the markets into a tailspin. Looking here at Fox Business News, Euro stock futures plunge on Greece default fears. It says U.S. stock futures in the Euro fell almost 2% in early Asian trade on Monday as Greece looks set to default on its debt repayment this week, forcing Athens to impose capital controls to halt bank runs. Wow. And if we're here to take a quick look at the futures, look at this. We're down 1.6% pre-market. This is Sunday evening. I'm doing this video, and this is all real time. It is not looking good out there in the markets. Here we are looking at the spider daily chart. We're going to gap down, it looks like, Monday morning. And it's going to break a big support line when it does that. If so, this would be a symmetrical triangle breakdown in the S&P 500. If that happens, things could get loose here and start to go bearish on us. You'll see as we started to drop here, we started ticking higher on this volume. However, the banks have been pretty strong the last few weeks, relatively speaking. However, the turmoil taking place over there in Greece is playing havoc with the markets, and it should play havoc here. Now, what might happen is you get a big gap down and a glorious big white candlestick popping higher to close out the day. Remember me saying that. That's a very real possibility. However, if we don't get that scenario, you're going to see a red candlestick and you're going to see a lot of selling coming in and a sizable amount of downdraft sitting this lower and lower and lower. If I were to go to a weekly chart, you'll see we have a nice trend line here. We're teetering with a drop. That would be a head and shoulders, shoulder, head, and that would be a shoulder drop right here. Shoulder, head, and shoulder. You got your big M, if you will, with a big down leg here. If so, we saw last month our high that we'll see in a long time. That could be our high that we saw way back several weeks ago that we may not see for some time now. And if you look here at a monthly chart, look how we go higher, higher, higher. Look at the trajectory. Then the trajectory changes. It starts to drop here. Now it's flattening out. If we do start to drop, we will have put in our highs, and then we should get a sizable downdraft, multi-month downdraft for the rest of the year here. If what we're seeing plays out, it'd be very, very interesting. I'm telling you guys right now, if this starts to fall out of bed, it's going to get very bearish, and you're hearing it first here at Grok Trade. We're very good at calling these things when we have them. Now, I'm going to go back to the daily chart because my preface here is this. If it gaps down and rallies up, meaning that you got this big dangling white candlestick down here, if that happens, we're going to need that. If that happens, we have a chance to still remain bullish in this market. There's a lot of advanced plays for you guys holding longs here, how to play this. We teach this in our mentoring program on if you get this big gap down and it rallies up to how to protect yourself on sizable gaps in the market. Now, if the markets mend themselves throughout the midnight hours here, so when the market opens in the morning and we're back to be buoyant, That will be the best case scenario. I'm not seeing that as being highly probable at this juncture. If you look here at the Nasdaq has a big trend line. We're flirting with it right now, but we're going to gap down below it. If we gap down below this, if it doesn't immediately heal itself by day's end, it's got nothing but downside potential here. The markets are going to be in bad shape. Look here at the weekly chart, same thing. You got this head and shoulder. See this head and shoulder starting to build itself? Boom, to the downside. This thing could just get gnarly, just bloody quickly. Small caps for the Russell's 2000 has been on fire, but on the weekly chart, we do have ourselves a bearish thrusting pattern. This thing could start to drop on us. If you look here at the banks have just been on fire. The financials are on fire. Everything's bullish. Even with the Greece troubles, this is the one thing that has me thinking, wow, maybe don't start to sell yet. That the markets could maybe pull themselves out of this mess. It could, I mean, we're on thin ice. We could be in just a world of hurt here soon. But the financials, the banks, this is the biggest index on the Nasdaq when it comes to the banks, and they are just doing exceptionally well. And silver and gold, these are weekly charts. We're down to a support area, big support area on silver. So that could be a buy opportunity. Same thing on gold. Support area could be a buy opportunity, but we'll have to see how these markets play themselves out. This is just a very sobering time when you got the banks over in Greece locking things down. People are lined up at the ATMs. It's like a bank run. People are lined up trying to get as much money out of them as possible. But now they've shut everything down to keep from a major crash taking place. Very, very interesting to see how things are going to pan out there. Now, we did something pretty cool here. If I want everybody now to go to groktrade.com. This is a chance where you can really learn how to navigate these turbulent waters, to learn how to trade. But click on the big blue button when you do this. This is super cool. This is a group of us that were at Vegas for a mentorship. But if you scroll down here, look at all these new videos that I just posted. You're going to get to watch and see all these new videos, ones you haven't seen. And these are unedited. What I mean by that is you're going to hear crazy stuff between and before and after. If you ever wondered really what's taking place, well, I decided, because I wanted to see videos of people that, I didn't want it to be rehearsed. Just let me hear everything that a student has to say, and you're going to get it here. Matter of fact, this student actually critiques me, and I left it in there. This is really cool stuff. This one takes, I think, a lifesaver out of his mouth at the very beginning. It's just, anyway, you'll have to watch them to understand it, and my hope is you guys are going to fill out the form here to let us talk with you personally about mentoring. So I hope you do that. Go to groktrade.com right now and check out those videos.